going on, everybody? Today I'm working on my port a little bit more. I got a PVC I kind of cut to trim up. That I'm going to try. So I had some people suggest doing a ramp right here, something that can kind of, just like I did a ramp here where it lifts up, but this time I'm going to do like something here. But instead of doing like a ramp, what I mean by ramp is like a couple pieces of wood and 45 it, and it would kind of make the pressure slope around. This also reduces your port area, but what I'm going to be doing is something like this. So it's not exactly perfect, but once I get it bolted in, taped or screwed, taped up, I'll be able to trial it and see how that does output wise. Just a little roundover here will drastically change the output. It could go up or down. Grab my tape measure real quick so I can kind of explain to you what I mean. So for example, right now I'm right at 7.5 for my width, and my height is at 14, slightly under 14 for my height. So 14 times 7, that's 70, 80, 90. So I'm at 98 inches, square inches of port right now. But when I add this in here, it will bring it to, so before it was at 14, now it's at 12.25. So then you're going to do, so 7, 12. So yeah, then my port area is going to pretty much reduce about 15% by me adding in this little roundover here. So it might not be drastic change for some builds, so this is something that I'm just going to try instead of doing a ramp. And this will also kind of put the pressure here to maybe lip up and around instead of lip here, and it reduces my port area. So my peak is also going to drop with this. So I'm going to go ahead and off camera adjust this and then get back with y'all to kind of show y'all how it looks when it's completed. I've done these kind of tests before and gained on my older build with my 415s wall build, so this hopefully is a gain. I could also consider doing it on the top as well, where you would get it here and get it to line up. That's actually a really good idea. I like that. Where I'll first try on the floor and then I'll go to this one last. If I gain on the bottom, then I'll try gaining at the top. If I don't gain at the bottom, I can try the top next to see if I gain. But bottom is the most crucial, because if I go down from here and I lose or gain, I would rather start at the bottom, because this is going to have the pressure round around the box. I don't want to close off the top first. I want to close the bottom off first. So that way my pressure is going to be going around the box from the top, not from the bottom, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But let me go ahead and mess with this. This is not the prettiest by no means, but this is my project that I work on, and I do videos just to share with y'all what I do. I make it work with what I got, don't spend a lot of money, and I have fun with it. So stay tuned. I'll show you in a minute how this looks when I'm finished. All right, so I just put some holes here. I use this little chamfer and drill to get my screw sizes, so that way I can get a little countersunk on both ends of the port. And that's how it's looking here. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the screws in. Okay, so I got the screws in. Not the prettiest, not perfectly flush, but now you can see a little gap here on both ends. This isn't probably the best route you could go with this. You could probably make it a little bit more smooth roundover, flush with the actual roundover of the PVCs. This is the way I did it. So now I'm going to go ahead and tape it up and show y'all how it looks. All right, so that's the difference now after getting it taped in. Kind of forms together. Not exactly the best for perfection, but you can visually see now where I am versus where I was with that. So let me go grab my calculator real quick off my other phone so I can show you all and explain. All right, sorry about that. So I just got my iPod here. I'm going to kind of explain to you what my port area is and then give you kind of a percentage on that. So right now, my width, once again, was, let's just go with 17.5. And this is on the dead center of the roundover. So I'll do 7.5. And then the second one, which is the biggest change because of adding that roundover, is going to 12.5. So 7.5 to 12.5. It was 14, so we took 1.5 inches off with the roundover. So times 12.5 Okay, so now I'm at 93 square inches, 94 square inches of port. So if I divide that into 113, which is pretty much my cone area, my subwoofer, that's right at 82% cone area. If anybody didn't understand that, I'll explain it again. So my original port height was 14, my width was 7.5, so that's 105. And if I divide that by my cone area, which my cone area, I made another video you have to watch to see how to calculate that. Mine's 113, so that's 92%. So 92% cone area to port area before, and then now I am at 12.5 times 7.5, so 93 divided by 113. So now I'm at 82. So I dropped a whole 10% in my port area. It wasn't 12%, I was actually 10%. A little off math in my head, but there we go. So I'm at 83% of my cone area now with this roundover. So let me go ahead and put on video where my peak is without full tilt to kind of see if it's changed. I'm gonna guess it went down 1 or 2 notes, but you never know. Let me go close everything off. And for this video to end after that, let's find out how it changed. This is no major initial test. It's just gonna be to see how the my peak changed, and then I'll go ahead and do one on full tilt off camera, because I gotta drive for that one. All right, we'll find out. So stuff like this you can do to your port, which is really critical for output. Oh man, I gotta turn my other camera on in order to do this test because I'm using my phone to record, so let me do that. I had to turn my other phone on because I recorded on my initial phone where I have my app that connects to my meter. So let's go ahead and find out real quick where my new peak is. I'm gonna guess it's at 44 or 45 hertz, but we'll see. All right, so 130.4, that's at 45 hertz. So my peak dropped 1 hertz as well, and my output went up about 2/10 from what I normally would see without my port adjustment. So I could be a gain, but this is at low volume, so my high volume test I'll be able to do and then find out if it was truly a good result. But there y'all go for the test video. Hope I answered some questions. If I didn't, ask and I'll answer in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna be doing some full tilt tests off camera just because I have to drive to do it, and I'm out in the neighborhood, so I don't want to mess that up. I dropped it anyway. Whoops. So before I end, let me go explain one more time on camera so people can understand the results on that. So my port area went from 92% to 83%. So 9% difference in port area change. I added a roundover here, and my peak dropped from 46 to 45 hertz. And my initial gain on low volume was 0.2 by adding that roundover on the bottom. 0.2 could be the gain at high. It could be higher than 0.2, it could be a loss. I've actually lost by adding and reducing my port area at higher volumes, so that's why it's always best to test high volume too. But right now it's cold out, and I'm just doing some tests on low volume. I'll go do some final burp tests on high volume on my own. But that's it, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and hopefully that was a good learning curve for some of y'all. I'm not perfect by no means, but trying to get as low as I can with 112. Single 512 in my big 4th order, no wall build. Check out the video as well to see what I metered before. Posted a few days ago, so exciting to see where I'm going with this. Thanks for watching. See y'all soon. So I just wanted to include at the end that I actually lost 1/3 of a dB by me doing that bottom port, so I'm not going to have that in. So if anybody was just wanting to know what the full tilt number is, there you go. Right out of 55 on glass, my peak went down 1 hertz, and I lost 1/3 of a dB, so I was at a 55.35. So 0.35 dB loss with that port adjustment at the bottom. So there you go. What's going on, everybody? This is Jacob Viral, ending this video to say thank you for watching my videos. Every single day I have a daily cardio video I upload. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and I'll see you tomorrow.